everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of It's News to Me. I'm your host, Sophie Shamrazadi. This week, we'll be highlighting important events happening right here in our community. Kane County Sheriff's Office has announced on its Facebook page that it is committing resources to enforcement of distracted driving and speed laws. They have been solidly tracking everyone's concerns about distracted driving in Kane. Now teaming up with AAA and ABATE for some serious upcoming campaigns. During a 2-hour campaign on Randall Road during rush hour Friday morning, deputies took the following enforcement actions against motorists. Citations for speeding will be 1 for 61 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone, while passing a squad with lights activated, 3 for 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, 2 for 16 miles per hour over the speed limit, 1 for 17 miles per hour over the speed limit, 2 for 20 miles over the speed limit, and 1 for 25 miles per hour over the speed limit. Other citations include 1 for cell phone use and 1 for improper lane use, with warnings such as 1 for obstructed windshield and 9 for speeding. Citizens are reminded to please drive safe in Kane. The City of Batavia has recently installed signage and lighting intended to help keep the area around the Fox River Dam safer. The changes were made after city officials recently learned that the city has ownership of the Lowhead Dam. Once the city learned of its ownership, they hired a company to determine the size of signage and type of lighting that would be needed to help keep the dam area safe. The signage warns those near the dam of dangerous currents and potential for flooding. The signage also includes imagery that will be depicting how swift currents can pull people beneath the water. Officials warn that because the dam in Batavia is a low-head dam, these conditions can occur even if water flow in the Fox River is low or normal. Officials have noted that the signage will help hikers to keep a safe distance from the edge of the Fox River. The signage should assist those in canoes, boats, and kayaks from getting too close to the dam and possibly being swept over. Now let's go to the park bench.
Hello, I'm Kelly Hauge, Marketing and Communications Coordinator at the Batavia Park District, and welcome to the Park Bench. I am bringing you Park District news today from the Eastside Community Center, home to our New Horizons preschool and several special events. Speaking of New Horizons preschool, now is that time to start thinking about next school year for your preschooler. We know there are many factors that go into deciding on the best preschool for your child, so our New Horizons preschool program is opening its doors on Tuesday, January 22nd from 6 to 7:30 p.m. for an open house. Parents and children are welcome to visit our classrooms, meet our amazing teachers, and learn more about this play-based program. If you're unable to make the open house, you can contact Lori McDonald at 630-406-85282 to schedule a private tour. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. Dads, this is a great time to take your daughter, ages 3 to 12 years old, on a special princess-themed date. Join us for our popular Daddy-Daughter Date Night on Friday, February 1st from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Rotolo Middle School. Enjoy an evening of dancing, entertainment, dessert, games, and photos. The price is $30 per couple and $15 for an additional daughter. There are also options to add a corsage, sponsored by Paragon Flowers, for $15, or eat dinner beforehand at Pal Joey's. For all the details, visit bataviaparks.org or call 630-879-5235. Space is limited for this popular event, so be sure to register early. And hopefully by now you've had some time to read over our 2019 Winter Fun Guide that has fun for the whole family. In fact, the Batavia Park District is celebrating 50 fab years of fun all of 2019, and you'll even see some throwback programs to celebrate our anniversary. From the disco roller skating party and horsemanship for adults to basketball fundamentals and chess camp, there are throwback programs for all ages and interests. Look for the special throwback program icon in your Winter Fun Guide for all those offerings. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Park Bench.
With the onset of winter, coyotes are more willing to venture out of their rural or wooded habitats and into residential areas in search of food and shelter. While coyotes are unlikely to attack humans, they can become more aggressive if they find an area that suits their needs and they want to defend it. For the safety of its residents, the City of St. Charles does not allow hunting within city limits, and firearms and/or traps are not permitted on Park District property. Trapping is risky because there is no guarantee that the only thing caught in the traps will be coyotes. As well, studies have shown that trapping or hunting programs are largely ineffective. If the conditions that lured the coyotes to an area still exist, hunting or trapping will only temporarily remove coyotes, and it won't be long before others move in to replace them. Here are some tips for keeping coyotes from settling in your neighborhood. You should never feed the coyotes. Remove bird feeders and outdoor pet dishes during the winter months. These attract squirrels, which coyotes can prey on. Make sure garbage is stored in a container with a secure lid and do not allow containers to overflow. Never leave children or small pets unattended outside. Clear or cover wood and brush piles and check under decks. Coyotes are likely to use these for shelter. If coyote sightings are common in your neighborhood, consider installing a fence or motion-activated light in your yard. For information, you can read the Coyote Management Plan the city developed with the Park District. You can also contact the Department of Natural Resources at 847-608-3100. In lieu of our board brief today, Batavia Public School District 101 would like to share some important information about the district's preschool program. Families with children who will be turning 3 and 4 years old by September 1st of 2019 and who currently reside in the boundaries of Batavia Public School District 101 are eligible to participate in a lottery system for open spots at the BPS 101 preschool at the Early Childhood Center in the 2019-2020 school year. The lottery-based system replaces the fee-based system, thus eliminating the monthly fee for community students. Families are, however, responsible for that district standard registration fee. To register for the 2019-2020 lottery, parents need to complete the letter of intent located on the bps101.net website and return it to the preschool at the Early Childhood Center by Friday, January 25th. The Early Childhood Center is located in Alice Gustafson Elementary School at 905 Carlisle Road in Batavia. To learn more about BPS 101's preschool program and the lottery, parents are encouraged to attend an open house on Wednesday, January 23rd from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Early Childhood Center. Now let's check it out with Patricia Leonard.
Hello, I'm Patricia Leonard, Promotional Services Manager at the Batavia Public Library. Fall in love with reading this winter when you join Winter Library Club 2019. Winter Library Club is a reading club for teens and adults and both a reading and activity program for families. Logs will be available at the Reference and Youth Services desks beginning Saturday, January 12th. When you return a completed log, you will earn a small reward and will be entered in a drawing for prizes at the end of Winter Library Club. The final day to turn in completed logs is Thursday, February 28th. Families can get an activity checked off on their Winter Library Club log when they attend the Winnie the Pooh party on Friday, January 18th at 1 p.m. Join us in celebrating Winnie the Pooh and friends with Pooh games, a craft, and a story or two. An adult must accompany children under the age of 4 years. No registration is needed. Need help finding your next favorite read? Get customized reading suggestions, book reviews, librarian's picks, and more when you check out the Reader's Corner link on our website homepage at bataviapubliclibrary.org. Did you enjoy the television series, The Circus, on PBS earlier this year? Then put the next Sundays on Stage program on your calendar for Sunday, January 27th at 2 p.m. Storyteller William Pack will present The Essential P.T. Barnum and reveal the amazing life of P.T. Barnum through storytelling and recreations of historic sideshow performances. Save your chair by registering today. Call the reference desk at 630-879-1393, extension 200, or register online at bataviapubliclibrary.org. I'm Patricia Leonard, and I hope to see you at the library.
A Batavia man was charged with felony possession of heroin after police received complaints about a driver going all over the road. Brandon M. Logren, 28, of the 1200 block of Hillsborough Drive, Batavia, was charged January 4th with improper lane use, driving under the influence of drugs, possession of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia, all misdemeanors, according to police and court records. Geneva police stopped Logren, who was driving a black 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix, shortly after 11 p.m. in the 1900 block of Batavia Avenue. When Logren got out of the car and stood up, a small blue plastic bag fell from his lap to the pavement. The bag, which contained a white powdery substance police identified as heroin. Logren admitted to the police that the bag contained heroin. Logren said he went to Chicago's West Side with a friend earlier that day to buy heroin, but he told the police he only smokes marijuana because he's a recovering heroin addict. Police found 3 other bags inside the car containing marijuana, a glass pipe, and a grinder with residue. Logren posted $320 as bail, or about 10% of the $3,500 bond that was set. Possession of less than 15 grams of a substance containing heroin is a Class 4 felony, punishable by 1 to 3 years in prison and fines up to $25,000 if convicted. Logren is scheduled to appear in court January 30th. North Aurora resident Carolyn Maltese says she is grateful every day for the many customers from all over the Chicago area who frequent her boutique, Villa and Farm, at 913 East Wilson Street, Batavia, in search of rare vintage or farm-inspired home decor, furniture, and other unique pieces. Maltese has been selling vintage goods and home decor items online and in vendor booths at various locations for years. She opened Villa and Farm in July 2018 at the east end of Wilson Street, which she explained didn't have many retail outlets in the area. She scoured locations in Kane and surrounding counties for her first brick-and-mortar shop, but fell in love with Batavia as soon as she walked through the doors of her location on Wilson Street. And after customers walk in, they'll find a plethora of handmade home accessories, vintage goods, modern farmhouse home decor, and refurbished pieces. Maltese frequents farm flea markets, estate sales, and barn sales for items that can't be found elsewhere. And while she said that some of the items she carries with her from online vendors can be found in big box stores, customers won't find the same level of service that they will get at Villa and Farm. And that's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of It's News to Me. Most of our programming is viewable online at mybatv.com or on YouTube under the username BATV1017. Be sure to like our Facebook page and stay up to date on the station's current happenings. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sophie Shamrazadi, and that's News to Me.